Hi, Tammy. How are you? You've been to Ivis before, haven't you, in Sterling? Oh, yeah, it's an experience. Next weekend's our last weekend open, but it's kind of expensive. But I tell people it's like going to a museum and then getting served dinner. Hey, High Priestess. How are you? How's your day going today? If you were here today, I'd have taken you to Ivis Chicken, let you get a 9-course chicken dinner. Just eat yourself into an oblivion. Hey, Suzanne. Where you been? What have you been up to lately? That COVID get you down for a while? Yeah, it's okay. I mean, I wouldn't say it's the great, but they give you like you'd think they rolled back the clock to 1960, rolled back the date. You get about a bunch of little like things like you get at your grandma's house. I normally don't eat there that much, but here I am 2 times in a month. Part of it is I don't want to be hungry later, and I got a lot of stuff left. Sit there, don't do shit. They bring you everything. Oh, you like those 60s, huh? Oh, that's all right. I got the shot, High Priestess. I'd roll the dice on it, test my immune system. How you feeling? Are you showing symptoms or just quarantine? If you live by me, I'd bring you a chicken dinner over there. Slide it under the. Just reach your hand through. I'd hand it to you. Oh, that's not bad. Yeah, headache's not too bad. I don't want you getting one of those headaches when I take you out to dinner. Oh, you better get that, Susan. Get that shot. Don't believe this bullshit. It's the way to go. Oh, really? Oh, okay. Yeah, but you should be okay now, aren't you, Susan? Hope you're doing well. Better. Would you consider the surgery a success? Oh, summer, that's all right. Winter, summer. Yeah, headache. I've never had a headache my whole life. I never had chapped lips either. Isn't that weird? Oh, okay. Well, good luck to you, Suzanne. You give me your address, I'll send you a bar of soap. And a Tassie t-shirt when they're finished. Oh, pancreatic issue. Okay. So, is your prognosis pretty good? Hey, Hank. Green Spa. That's what I want you guys to get me for my Christmas present. A gift certificate to the Green Spa. And I want you to call ahead of time and let them know I am not an undercover cop. Yeah, good to see you, Hank. How come you haven't been around that much? Where you been lately? That COVID got you depressed? Yeah, Tassie's great. Just talked to her today. I'll tell you, they need Tassie makes a Navy SEAL look like a pussy. It's my girl. I got her back 24/7. I'll get you one. Don't you worry about it. You can count on it. Hey Jennifer, how you doing? Went to Iva's Chicken today. Hey Vifly, how you doing? Had a good day today. I was kind of tired. I didn't get that great of sleep last night. I'm on this top secret duck investigation. I managed to do all my duck investigative work earlier today. I got it all already. This is just going to be the cherry on the top. I know where the ducks come from, where they're going, where they're getting shot. And I also learned a lot about this place. Oh, great, Susan. Yeah, I'm gonna. I'll tell you. I know this sounds bad, but this happens in life. You don't ever know everything about anywhere. And what I mean by that is, you go through life and you see TV shows and articles, and something catches your eye, and you think, "Wow, I'd like to go out there." And you never get the full picture. You just kind of go with what's presented to yourself. Like I have an entirely different feeling now about Lexington and Louisville, Kentucky. All those years I would say I didn't want to go there, and then I went there and I stayed a while and I got to know the town and I loved the place. I would actually consider living in Lexington. But circling back to my point, I've been in Seattle. I just never really cared for it that much. I like that seafood restaurant thing, down near the wharf, but it's rainy out there and cloudy, and it just seems like it's a pain in the ass to get around. It's not something. There's a turkey roost, Jennifer. Come on up here. I'll take you out. Blow off a day. Tell that boyfriend your battery ran out. We'll party all night. Fort Lauderdale. If I never went to Fort Lauderdale again, it'd be too soon. #1 male prostitution place in the world. Did you know that, Hank? I don't mean to give you a complex, and for all I know, that's why you're living down there, but I'm fine with it. Hey, Dominic. I've concluded my duck investigation. I went undercover this morning. I posed as just a crazy guy that liked to photograph ducks, but really I was obtaining information. Posing as a hunter that took the day off. I got the truth. Oh, don't be jealous, Jennifer. No need to be. It's just another emotion that's gotten out of control between your ears. Hey, Sam. Yeah, my favorite psychiatrist got in trouble. I'm going to call him tomorrow, try and get a hold of him. Said he's incompetent, impaired physically and mentally to be a psychiatrist, and unprofessional and something else. First thing I thought was, God damn, no wonder, that's why we get along. He's a good guy. I'm going to put up a YouTube video for him and get him back on his feet. Oh, big time, Suzanne. You better believe it. Yeah, I'm going to say, Doc, I don't mean to be prying into your business, but are you depressed? I mean, you just got your ability to make a living taken away, and it's all over the internet. How do you feel about this? Breathe out. It'll be $250 and get back with me in 2 weeks. How do you like that, bitch? Sam, the only person I ever stalked was your mother. And she wanted to get married, but because you were her son, I died with a mail order bride instead. And I'm sorry for any technical difficulties, Sam. Sorry for any trouble you may have answering that question. Don't talk about prostitutes in a negative way. If it wasn't for prostitutes, you probably wouldn't be talking to me right now. Sam doesn't want to get his facts right. He's got to re-register a new name, and at a minimum, he can't make another comment because I checked this box the other day where you got to register for 20 minutes ahead of time. So, sorry, Sam. Time to go pound the blow-up doll. You know, Sam's not it. Your mom got the mattress dirty. Just gonna leave it there. Becky's doing better, and what I mean by that is she's not working the street. Maddie's doing better. She's not working the street. Yeah, they still have drug problems. I wish they didn't. I hope they don't someday. Oh, that's good. Did you hear my comment about that headache bullshit when we go out to dinner? So it's an improvement, that's all I could say. I mean, the truth of the matter is, I mean, you got a million people in these people's lives, and, addiction's a bitch. And the last thing they need is some do-gooder like me constantly asking them if they're going to rehab tomorrow. It's not my role. Yeah, these duck hunters, they better not give me any bullshit. I got an air horn with me. I'll blow that goddamn thing off till it runs out of air. There won't be a duck within 50 miles. Hey, Rita. I did an undercover duck investigation in Rita. Don't try and make me out to be pet detective. It was for the sake of wildlife and why ducks quack all night long. Yeah, I wouldn't. That's my answer to it. I don't enjoy it. I mean, it's legal. I don't like let the air out of their tires or anything, but I wouldn't enjoy it. I'll tell you that. I don't like the idea of the government planting food and flooding a field and making it look like it's a good place to take a break on your way south, and then you get blown out of the air. Although half of it is wildlife refuge, which I didn't really understand, which I'm going to explain because I'm right down the road for this place. But I got all my video today, all my audio earlier. Undercover duck detective. Now I'm the same way. I went with a neighbor of mine out of West Palm Beach, and we went fishing. We were out there about a half hour and ended up catching these dolphin, the fish, and they turn the most beautiful effervescent rainbow colors as they're flopping around the deck, and as it turns out, that's because they're suffocating. Once I read that, I thought, not happening, not doing this anymore either. Now, I still do eat fish and I eat meat, which I'm not bragging about. It's one of these constant dilemmas in life. It's like having a lesbian sister on your mind. You're not balls out for it. You're not gonna not have anything to do with them because of it, but it's just one of those goddamn 4-foot flies flying around your head outside when you're trying to eat a sandwich. It never goes away. Yeah, I mean, these guys do eat this stuff, Yeah, I just, it's one of those things I put in the back of my mind. I ate chicken today, for God's sakes, and here I'm talking shit about duck hunters. Doesn't get any more fucked up than that. You know what I mean? It's just one of these, like the death penalty or all this bullshit. Hermaphrodites, transgenders. It's just, there's no 100% cool with it. I already got one. It's not that I don't want one. I already have one. It's too late for that. Because, it's just, she's an old lesbian. So, she faked the housewife thing for a little while. It's just the never-ending questions and, bullshit that comes along with it. I guess I just want a sister that's getting pounded by a straight guy. And no other explanation for it. The lesbian thing, when they say, oh, is your sister married? It's like, yep. To a man, yep. It's game over. But when it's lesbian, it's like, oh shit, here we go. She the femme, the butch, oh, blah, blah. I mean, it's none of their business, but it doesn't keep people from asking. And now I gotta put this big fake smile on my face like, I think the same way about her as a lesbo as I would if she was straight, which is a lie. But I do it anyway. I practice in the mirror. I say to myself, is Judy a lesbian? And then I try to see if my lips quiver. And if by the time they don't, I remember that look and I go with it. Yeah, mine's the butch too. It doesn't. If you took a straight sister and you put a lesbian sister next to her, and I had a choice, I'd pick the straight one. But not by like a large margin. I mean, I don't discriminate or hassle them, or I don't give a shit about that rainbow stuff, or who cares? Oh, I see they cut some of this corn today. And I also like to watch lesbian dirty movies. So I don't want to be that kind of hypocrite. If I bashed them wholeheartedly and gave every lesbian both barrels, I'd be a fraud. So, you know what I'm getting at. Now we're talking. Nothing wrong with that. I secretly support it. Now, a half hour, no more shooting, but I'll tell you, I learned something about this place today. And the side that I'm on, that platform that I go up on, you cannot hunt ducks, you cannot shoot a duck in there. The other side you can, which is on the left. I'll show you up here, I'm coming up to it now. I went undercover and I found out everything. And as it turns out, I don't hunt, right? But it's very early for ducks. This is actually considered super slow. Sounded busy to me. See, now you can hunt way down there and on the right. See what that guy's doing down there. Those are all duck hunters parked at the end. But here's where it gets tricky. You can come down here, and over here to the left, you can hunt over there. I didn't know this till today. Well, I did know you could hunt over there, but I thought you could hunt in the whole place. So here's the punchline up here. It's coming up. Yeah, I talked to Sherry just the other day. She's doing great. She's in a 1-year residential program, totally off drugs. She's had a couple days out, didn't relapse, sounding positive, really into the Lord and Jesus and the whole thing. I'll see Sherry in the next week or two. I never bug people once they're doing well about an update, interview, any of that stuff. And she actually asked me to do an interview. And I encourage them all to get their own channel. So, since she brought it up, I'm expecting an update soon. But Sherry's doing great. A plus for her. Yeah, it's hard to say, Robert. I mean, sometimes they say that. I know just one thing about human nature. There's a personality of people that want to give like this thanks, even when it's just a shred of evidence. And that happens to me sometimes. Like, I didn't really even do anything. Like, Tassie did it on her own. Kim did it on her own. They were, I might have helped them out later on, but I certainly don't take credit for anybody that I've interviewed, doing better. I mean, I try and support them when they get out, but that's about it. Now, you can hunt over there, right over there. Those are all duck hunters. Now, these guys don't have boats, and they just sit in the field. Well, I guess that one guy might have a little kayak or something. So this is where I go down here. And this, on the right here, this whole area right here, you cannot hunt right here. You cannot shoot ducks. Now you can go out in the bay and shoot them, which is why it was so loud last night with ducks quacking. Now here's the funny thing about it is, I got video of it. There's just hundreds of ducks watching these hunters put their boat in to go shoot them about a half mile from here. But those damn ducks know they can't get shot where they're at today. Go on, hon. Jump. Jump. Hey, Frisky. Now, back there, you could hunt along the water. I'll tell you another thing I learned today talking to a duck hunter. And that is that big duck hunting places are like Arkansas. And I thought, why in the hell would the ducks a major migratory path or something? But as it turns out, some of the big duck hunting places are states without that much water. And they said that Michigan really isn't that great of a duck hunting state because there's so many places for these ducks to land and eat. And if you take diver ducks like redheads and stuff like that, they have to be around water. So when you're going through a state like Arkansas, coming down from Canada or wherever, you only have, X amount of choices. And there's some popular places, and that's where the duck hunters go because that's where the ducks have to stop on their way further south. I never realized that, but it makes sense. At 7, yeah, well, the 7 p.m. gathering, you will see that, but not in the numbers that you will in a month from now. But we'll see what it has. I already got a bunch of video of ducks. See, now, over there, you can take a boat out there. You can shoot some ducks. Over here, you cannot. Where I go on this platform up here, you cannot shoot ducks. These ducks were sitting over here. I got video of it today, by the hundreds. While the guys over here would have loved to shot them, but they couldn't. It's so crazy to me. No, not really. I was just kidding. I'm about 80 miles from Detroit. Yeah, I used to know a marble collector. Hey, Lily, that was a Gino Biffany from Princeton, Illinois. He was like a world-class duck carver. I mean, he's getting like $5,000 for a carved duck. This guy was just super talented. He could do all sorts of shit, draw. There's a classical guitar professor at Eastern Michigan University that's a painter. I'm not shitting you. I was really into oil paintings for quite a while. Would buy them, get them restored, blah, blah, blah. And I'm telling you, you can put his paintings up to Rembrandt's and not tell the difference. This guy's like a upper echelon classical guitar player. A fantastic painter. He can draw like hell too. But the biggest prize he gets is that he left his wife and married a 30-year-old student when he was 62. So I guess it all paid off. So we're gonna, but I already got this. I already got audio, video. I got a bunch of it earlier, 2 hours worth. So this is the cherry on the top because I talked about 7 o'clock. A lot of birds coming through here. See, now these guys, I saw them go out earlier. You hear those birds? Now here's something that I'm not sure of. See, now you can go shoot those ducks on this side. You can't on this side. But here's something that I'm curious. See, if you look at these signs, it says hunt and trap by permit only. Right here. You know, duck hunting is pretty much controlled by the feds, although the states do have a finger in the pie. See this right here? The states are involved in it. But here's the weird thing. Hear those shots going off? But here's the weird thing. A guy told me today that if you're not supposed to be back here if you don't have a hunting or trapping permit. That's not what the sign says. I talked to another guy. He said that's bullshit. You hear all those blackbirds? So back to the ducks. I told you I had ADHD. Come on, Daisy. We're going to look for some ducks up here, huh? And another thing that's influenced these ducks, this is a new pole. Well, somebody must have knocked it over. And that is that it's not cold enough for the major numbers of ducks. You hear these birds? Blackbird fly, that's Miss Skip. Hey, mate, Candy. No, I'm not really seeing Becky. I was just joking. I do talk to her, though. Go on, hon. Go on, get up there. Daisy doesn't like the sounds of gunshots. It's all right, hon. You're not going to get... You're all right. See, she wants to stay close to me now. She doesn't like fireworks either. It's all right. There's no gunshots up here, hon. Come on, hon. See, she won't run away from me now. She'll stay real close. She heard loud noises. It's all right, hon. Let's go. Go on. Go on. It's all right. It's okay. It's okay. You hear these ducks? There's hundreds of them over here right now. Hear them? You can't shoot the ducks here. Hear them all? You can't shoot the ducks here, but you can shoot them there. These damn ducks know this. Man, I've never heard that many. And these are purple martins, these other birds you hear. Super clear today. It's pretty. She's doing fine. I haven't talked to her in about a month, but last I knew she was doing fine. She got 2 daughters of hers from Indiana that are living with her, and they're trying to put it together to buy a trailer. I should give her a call tomorrow, actually. Thanks for bringing that up. So all those ducks you hear, they're staying on that. Now, here's the funny thing is, like, this area here, you can't shoot them, but across that road I drove down, you can. Well, you don't see any ducks over there, do you? But here, these ducks are smart enough to stay just across the road because they know they're not getting shot at. To me, that's just mind-boggling. Yeah, they do, meat candy. But it's still, I didn't, you know, like I said, I never pay any attention to it. It's still really early in the duck season. It hasn't gotten cold enough in Canada for the big numbers of like zillions of them. Listen to all those blackbirds. Can you hear that? Yeah, Kim's doing well. Daisy, you don't need to worry about the gunshots, hon. Dad's got you covered. It's all right. Don't worry about it. There's a rare blackbird around here, supposedly. It's a yellow blackbird. I'm beginning to think it's a bunch of bullshit because I'm here all the time, all year long. And you'd think I would have saw one by now, and I haven't. Yeah, beautiful singers. Bottles. Yeah, I just soon not talk about that. You know why? Because it just never ends that way. Won't be talking to her again. Smiling right now, and I'm fine with it. I don't want to get into this drama bullshit with these people out there. I just want them to go away. I want to listen to ducks instead. I'm not, you know, I'm just really that's what I would like to have happen. Hey, Jennifer. I mean, there's people out there. There's a lot of channels. You eventually, it's all out in the wash, and people go where they like to interact, and it's all voluntary. If you like it over there, great. If you like it over here, great. I'm glad you brought that up in a way because I know there's moderators of mine and stuff like that like to go over there. I'm not pissed about this. If they want to go over there and I find out they're on there, great. The other issues I had before were just out and outright scammers, and I don't want somebody that thinks that's okay to be a moderator on my channel. I just don't. So, but the baubles thing's different. If I see people over there I know, or I'm not going to be going over there, so I won't, but people are famous for sending you screenshots. It doesn't matter to me. So if anybody's out there listening, they're worried about it, don't be. It's not that kind of fallout. It's just someone that I'm not having any kind of relationship with anymore. Oh, you did have one, Sharon. Oh, okay. But if I'm friends with somebody, I'm not going to just sit back and let a bunch of people talk bad about them. And by the way, I wasn't talking about that as the chat happened. I'm talking about later on when they're on their phones at 3 in the morning, scrolling with a flashlight in a place that doesn't have heat and water, and reading those comments then. That's what I'm talking about. Big time. More interesting, too. Oh, no kidding, Sharon. Daisy is preoccupied with gunshot happening again. Hon, don't worry about it. So you will see these things. That's the power plant. I was just over there, actually. It's right on the corner of Essexville and Bay City. Clear night tonight. I think it's about 40. You get it. That's good, Jennifer. And they only got 15 more minutes. And then they can't even shoot on the other side, which ducks will go in there after they leave. Oh, are ya? Well, I'll tell you the deal on the praying mantis eggs. What will happen with those? It's 40 degrees in my refrigerator, which is just fine. So they will develop in there, believe it or not, just fine. And as soon as we get some warm spring weather, see, here's the deal. When they hatch, they're hungry, and then they'll start eating each other in about a day if you don't separate them. So now you can order wingless fruit flies, but you still have to separate them. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to keep an eye on them. I'll bring them out like in April, May, and as soon as they start hatching, I'll take them out and put them somewhere where they can just take off on their own. I got mixed feelings about it because I wouldn't say praying mantises are actually good, and they're non-native. They're not indigenous. They'll eat anything in sight. They shouldn't be here. There's only two kinds, European and Chinese. So, I mean, they're kind of along the lines of the zebra mussel in a way. So what I ought to do is probably flush them down the drain, but I just can't get myself to do that. So I'm just gonna keep them in my refrigerator, and then I will put them out and let them hatch when the weather gets warmer. As long as I keep them in that kind of cold, it'll be fine. They're not going to hatch in there and freeze to death. Yeah, and there's always a chance those could be non-fertile eggs, but I doubt it. And as it turns out, the female dies shortly thereafter. No, I don't think it's cool at all either. Especially under the ruse of everybody having an opinion. I mean, give me a break. Maddie's such a sweet girl that, you could get her agree to anything. Self-deprecation. I mean, she's just so non-confrontational. She doesn't even say anything negative about the people that are constantly hassling her. So for that to happen, not if I got anything to do with it. Oh, you don't like bugs? Well, don't move to Florida then. Speaking of bugs, Tassie got bit on the eyelid by a spider. What else I think is kind of interesting is that these ducks, like you can't see them through this, but if you look like right in the middle of the screen, that top part where it's water, there's probably 500 ducks just in that little part. And over to the right, the next little water part in the top right of the screen is probably 1,000 of them there. I got them on pretty good video today. I'll put it all together later tonight. But it's so unbelievable. You got hunters all over here. All those see those cars way over there? So you can hunt on the other side of that, and here all these ducks are in between where they can't get shot, and it all looks the same. Oh, they're crazy, that's why. I'm at Nyanquing Wildlife area. It's about 7 miles south of Pinconning. That water tower, I don't know if you can see it very well over there, that's Linwood. I'm just north of Linwood. If you look up Kitchen Road, Kitchen, go all the way east, that's where I'm at. What did Sherry say? What did Sherry say? I didn't get it. What did she say? Hey, Anne Marie. Right, Auntie, that's right. Yeah, although, believe it or not, at least according to these guys I talked to today, that seem like pretty knowledgeable. Here are some guys coming a boat right now. The Canadian ducks are still, for the most part, up there. Not cold enough yet, which is affecting the duck hunting. I guess it doesn't really get busy until a month. Another month. Yeah, you're right, Jennifer. Oh. Yeah, it's true. Oh, Niagara. Oh, good for you. See, this guy's can actually get a ticket for being out in that boat now. No lights on. You need a light. Looks like they're paddling, actually. Yeah, I mean, look, it's a difficult situation, right? And I wish the best for Maddie. Maddie's a sweet person. Gerald, too. It's, it's tough. It's not people's business what they do. No, she's a good she's a sweet person, Maddie is. No, I thought it was absolutely terrible. If the opportunity presented itself, I'd do the exact thing all over again. Hey, Mike. Can you hear these ducks? Yeah, I mean, she is, but, what are you going to do about it? I mean, I had a conscience attack over this a couple months ago and contacted some of her best friends who've given up. I mean, they go down there, they offer places to live. I mean, what do you do past this? Oh, good. Yeah, totally. Yeah, I mean, if there's something I'm missing, please let me know. I would do it. And Maddie knows, just like Tassie and Becky and Kim and anybody else. If they needed something, I'd be right down there to get them. I told Raven that. I'd have taken Raven out of there that day. But well, it's believe me, man, I don't know what the hell to do about it. I know what I'm not going to do, and that is bug them all the time. I'll cut them off just like they've cut everybody else off, and I don't want to do that. Well, I mean, that's a personal decision you're going to have to make. It's just like the guy that I interviewed and wanted to ride to Rockford, and come to find out he wanted to ride up there so he could murder his girlfriend, which he did. And he slit the throat of one of her kids and beat up the other one. Now, people say, what if you'd have given him a ride? Yeah, if I'd have given him a ride, I'd have slept like a goddamn baby. You know why? Because I was only giving him a ride. I don't know what people are going to do. When I give Maddie $10 or $20, I'm not giving her to her to overdose. All the money doesn't go to drugs. I know some of it probably does, but sometimes it doesn't. But my intent when I give something to somebody isn't for bad reasons. So you're not going to guilt me into thinking that I had something to do with it when these people had drug addiction problems for 10 years before I ever met them, and may have them 10 more years if I don't even speak to them anymore. Not my problem. That's not why I give them money. Yeah, I just don't. I mean, if you bought a grandchild a bicycle and he got crushed flat by a semi truck, would you never buy a bicycle again for a young kid? It's that kind of same irrational logic. Yeah, I mean, it's not like, you got a college kid getting all A's at Stanford and you're giving him 20 bucks. I get that. And, I know it's barely moving the needle, which I would agree with, but both Becky and Maddie are not working the streets. Is that an improvement? It is. A big improvement, that's debatable. Drugs is the big issue. But, you'll if you agree that drug addiction is a disease, then why are you criticizing these people when it's no different than being a diabetic or with cancer? I mean, the medical community's come together and agreed it's a disease for a lot of reasons. So with that in mind, why is the hypocrisy there? Yeah, and it's just you're with these crazy people. I mean, and here's the deal. Most people out there don't know what the score is with Maddie. They don't know everything. I'm sure they'd love to rest and listen to her verbalize it so they could bring it up for the rest of her life. But there's more going on in there, just like there was with Raven, which I was lucky enough to find out about. This isn't just young, pretty girl walks out of a great life and turns into a drug-addicted prostitute overnight. And frankly, a lot of it is none of anybody's business. I don't think the boyfriend has. There seems to be a big issue with Gerald. Oh God, I hope that's not a possibility. Kelly's granddaughter moving in, is it? Please tell me that's not true. Hey, Mary. I saw this guy leaving earlier. Oh, this guy's hitting bottom. Yeah, I actually think it's better that Maddie is with Gerald. I do. And that's, I could be wrong, but I can just tell you from what I knew over a couple of years of going down there all the time. That's my opinion. Yeah, I mean, I know that's a stretch. I mean, is it heading in the right way? I think it is. But I mean, it's a long ways away from where I'd like to see Maddie be. But look, I mean, everybody out there, and it's either they're on the streets or they're not. And look, I want them to get off the streets, but I'm not pie in the sky enough. You got all these universities, all these hospitals, all these rehab clinics. You got their family. I mean, how much influence am I going to have on it? All I can do is tell them that I will help them if I can, if they need it, and hope for the best. That's it. I can't make anybody do anything. See, so 1 more minute, no more shooting. Yeah, hey Terry, it's a really shitty, lonely, crappy life. I mean, their self-esteem is like zero. Yeah, see, she just said they don't have lights either. Yeah, they'll get a ticket too. They'll give you a ticket too, man, believe me. The DNR here. Daisy, come here, hon. Hey, don't you go down there yet. Come here, honey. Come here, hon. Come here, hon. Yeah, it's a horrible life. Come on up here. Good girl, good. You're all right. You're a good girl. You're a good girl, hon. Good baby. Oh yeah, you're a good girl. No more shots now, hon. Good girl, honey. Yeah, but they'll get. There isn't a ticket out there by the DNR that's less than 100 and a quarter. No, they don't feel worthy. I mean, both my parents were hardcore alcoholics, and there wasn't anything going to get either one of them to quit. I mean, look at smoking, nicotine. It's not the same as prostitution and heroin, but go try and get your parents to quit smoking, or your siblings, or your best friends. See how it goes. I'm at Nyangkwing Wildlife Refuge. See, now these guys were out in the bay. They might have been fishing because I don't see any camouflage on there. Some guys go out in the bay, some just hang out in the water, hang out in the field. These are flooded fields, and there's patches where you see all these hunters are leaving. Now you can see the lights coming on their vehicles. So these ducks are home free, and now you'll start seeing them go over to the places where these guys just left. It's getting kind of dark for you to see it, but like I said, I got all my video earlier. It's true, yeah, quitting nicotine, same thing. Yep. This guy's got some kind of a strange looking setup here in this boat. This is where I kayaked in the summer quite a bit. I shouldn't say quite a bit, maybe 8 times. I didn't get my kayaks till mid-July. So these... Oh, he's waiting for this guy to get out of the way. That thing must be forward only, no neutral or reverse. Yeah, that's what it is. I bet these guys froze their ass off out there. I saw them leave. That guy went out there with his girlfriend. And it is, I think it's like maybe 40. You get out there in the water, you better have winter clothes. And then they don't look like they have it. No, you'll see smokers. They'll go and they'll quit smoking. They'll go to a wedding reception, decide to smoke, and be right back where they were 20 years ago. It's the craziest addiction there is. Yeah, not only that, Sherry, they're shitty people. There's a certain person people out there that love to, like, hassle people like Maddie and Gerald and Becky, and for some reason nobody ever seemed to go after Tassie. Yeah, mental, you're right, yep. I just talked to Tassie today a couple times. Yeah, I never had an interest in smoking. I don't know why. People think, do you know, like, I'm not drinking now, sad to say, because I'm on a health kick and I'm getting in shape. I mean, I could take it or leave it, but I'm lucky that I'm not an alcoholic, because both my parents were big boozers. My sister never drank, although she's got COPD, and I never had an interest in smoking. Never smoked marijuana. I don't know why. It didn't interest me. Never smoked cigarettes. Yeah, she thought she had an apartment and was home free, and this girl was subleasing it and really didn't have permission to do that, and it was not good. But she's back home with her mother now and looking for an apartment again. She got bit in the eye by a spider, and it's affected, and she's got antibiotics, but it's getting worse. Anyway, I talked her into going to the hospital in the morning if it isn't better, which I doubt that it will be, because even with antibiotics, you can hear these ducks flying. Pintails, they make like a distinct sound. See all these duck hunters leaving now? No, brown recluse, those are pretty rare. It does happen, but not very much. It's funny, I've never seen a black widow, which in all the places I go and doing photography and metal detecting and stuff, thought I would have run into one by now, but I haven't. No, she's not. Nope. I stay out of that. I mean, Tassie's lucky to even be alive anymore. Yeah, it is. I mean, it's not just, I'm sure in the course of your lifetime, you'll run into all sorts of people that are with people that you wish they weren't. I mean, what are you going to do? Not a word from Ebony, nothing, zero. Anybody that's talked to her. Becky's not in the streets anymore. Amber's about ready to give birth to 2 twin babies. So I don't have the contacts down there that I used to. It's not like it was when I first started going down there. Yeah, you did. Sorry about that, Terry. I'm gonna wait till this guy goes out. Are you getting cold, hon? Yeah, it did. Yeah, started prescription drugs. It sure did. That's what happened with Maddie. That's what happened with a lot of those girls. Yeah, it's nice out here. I suppose I could get down there now. You want to go bye-bye? You want to go? You do want to go. She might be cold. I don't think so, but go on, huh? Yeah, it's a good name. Yeah, it's a good idea. People will stalk you if they know your name. Find out what city you live in. Start, ragging on your, leaving bad comments. Call your work. Good girl, hon. Come on, let's go bye-bye. You want to go bye-byes? Come on, let's go. Let's go bye-bye. Come on. Go bye-byes. I'll wait till these guys get out of here. Yeah, so I mean, Cassie's doing pretty good. Becky's doing better. But there's a lot more to that Maddie story than you realize. I think these people just give up. Yeah, how you doing, Mary? Are you still talking to her? Are you still getting stalked, or is that subsided? Yeah, it's true, Twisted. Yeah, it's a good idea. Yeah, I would do it too. You wouldn't think that'd be a factor on YouTube, but it is. Oh, that's good, Conan. Amber's about ready to give birth to 2 twins. Sherry's doing great. She's in a 1-year residential rehab program. And I just talked to her 2 days ago. Actually, I'll be seeing her probably in the next week or two. She's doing. You couldn't ask for a better story. Yeah, she is. Yep. Yeah, that's a good question. It's on and off again. That's all I know. I don't really know. And she could have had those babies by now. I know it was coming up, and that was 3 or 4 weeks ago. No, she's not. You probably knew her as Ginger, cute red-headed girl with like a really great head of red hair. Nice personality. She reminds me of like someone that would be helping Santa set kids on his lap at Christmas. That kind of look, like pixie, all-American look. No, they're crazy, Terry. Yeah, Kim's daughter. Yep. Oh, thank you, Hangover. Yeah, I keep in touch with them. Not everybody. I mean, they just. I, I know what happened with. I mean, I was keeping in touch with Ebony for a long time. I could be wrong on this. What I think happens is she, we developed kind of a friendship, and I think she thought I had expectations, which I kind of do, but I never verbalize them. And I had communicated with her mother, who was a nurse and a sweet lady, and everything was going great. And then she kind of fell off the wagon. Well, if you look back at that subsequent interview I did not too long ago, she was pregnant, and she was embarrassed to tell me about it. And which is, it'd be all right. I'm not gonna, criticize him in any way. And I don't know what happened after that. She relapsed, and she knew I knew she was down there, and that may not have anything to do with it, but it just seems odd that, I was supportive of her and gave her things if she needed them. And I don't really see any reason for her to not keep in touch other than that. So I could be wrong. Yeah, I'm waiting till these guys get out of here. You'll hear it. You'll hear it much better. And like I said, I got all my video and audio earlier, so I'm really covered already. Even if I don't hear anything, I'm glad that I came earlier because I got to see where they were at, and you can see where you can shoot and where you can't. It's actually worked out good. Yeah, it's true, Mary. Are you still keeping in touch with Maddie, Mary? You guys still keep in touch? Yeah, she's no, that was actually paid for through I think Medicaid. I did help her with some other things, but she's working and got these two daughters back. Yeah, that's right. Hey, Pug. The state really kind of spruced up. You wouldn't have been able to launch a boat here earlier this year. It was just too messed up. You'd be getting stuck and stuff. But they came in and dropped a bunch of limestone, and supposedly this whole thing's funded by hunter's license fees, no tax dollars. Oh, dear, Rita, I haven't talked to her in probably a month. Oh, okay, Mary. Yeah, and here's another issue too. I mean, success isn't to one person what it can be to another. That's one thing, I guess admire about Becky, and that she doesn't want to be a soccer mom in a nice house with a husband that goes to work every day. So I mean, it all, to some of these women out there, look at Katie that I interviewed. Uh, they don't want what you would consider to be success. I know that's nuts, but it's logical in the sense that it makes sense. That's why they don't want to leave. Your life is boring to them. Some people love living in the midst of chaos. Yeah, and she's got a boyfriend. One thing I learned through this, and that is that it's surprising the relationships that men and women can have when the women are active prostitutes. It happens. I think it's like anything, you either you get in involved with them after they've been doing it. Before you know it, it becomes a money maker, and sometimes it's for both of them. I don't really have a problem with that. I mean, I know prostitution's illegal, and what bothers me is if it chips away at their self-esteem. But here you got all these people talking about, selling, charging for sex. They've been giving it away for free their whole life. No problem with that, though, right? So it's a high hurdle to jump to be able to understand and accept that when, drug addicts need drugs, and that's the way of getting them. Males have nothing to sell. Well, I'm sure that's the next thing on the thing. We've already legalized booze, which they didn't do a very good job of regulating. Then it went to gambling. Now it's dope. So really, I don't think anything's left other than prostitution. That may bail everything out. Yeah. I mean, there's certainly a market for it. Right, Twisted Sissy, yeah. Yep. Yeah, crazy. Mary, did you get your trucking thing back on? Everything fine with that again? Hey, Cheryl. Yeah, they do help, but I can tell you this, that, you go through phases. I didn't know anything about this when I started doing it. And I learned after a while that with a lot of the women that you think you're going to give them, $20 and that's going to save them two blowjobs. Well, it's not. They're going to give the blowjobs and they're going to keep the $20. So that's lesson number one. The second one was A lot of that stuff, I don't care whether it's canned peaches, chili, socks, long underwear, winter coats, gets traded an hour after you left. I mean, it may give you a warm and fuzzy when you're dropping it off with a couple cans of canned corn, but the reality of it is a lot of that gets swapped soon after you leave. Yeah, I learned the hard way. Yeah, I sure did. Yep. I knew it was coming though. It wasn't that hard though, because it's just the environment you're in, and you know it doesn't matter where you go under that scenario, whether I'm in Philadelphia or New York City or Miami. Drug addicts need drugs, and that's how they get them. And even though it's great to drop them off a quart of chicken noodle soup, it's not what it seems to be a lot of the time. Yeah, I mean, the $50,000 question is, if I take 3 winter coats down, or somebody donates 3 winter coats, and 10 minutes after I leave, they're traded for drugs, what I did bad? And if I did the same thing with the same 3 people and gave them each $20, is that bad? Yeah, I don't know about that, Miss Tia. That's not what the mom said, and I would think that she would know. Right, have you done any GoPro videos yet, Terry? All right, you have a good night. Yeah, but most people don't really understand the true meaning of enabling, and they don't really understand consent. I've looked at all the landmark cases on consent in the state level, at least in Michigan, and on the federal level. Hey, Ash. Oh, yeah, I didn't know you did that prison ministry. No, this is a different one in Detroit. Well, see, now everybody's left. Time to party, Daisy. I'm going to turn around, because this way I'm facing towards the bay, and I know they're not out there. See, now today I was dinking around another place, and I got some pretty good videos of some mallards. I mean, a big deal, right? It's not like I'm National Geographic or anything, but I knew right away when I got out of the van that those ducks had been around people before. You'd never get that close to some of these ducks flying by. So I'm going to go down to where I was last night. Oh, no kidding, 20 years, really? Wow. I didn't know that, Melissa. Well, congratulations. Getting off that. It's hard to do. I mean, I know my shortcomings, and, I think I got lucky, because I don't know that I'd have been able to come out of that. Good for you, Jennifer. How did you do it, by the way? Hey, Robert. Younger looking amber. The younger one, the one in Detroit with the nice red hair, thick red hair. Nah, don't worry about it, Mary. You didn't do anything wrong. They create it. If you'd have said something entirely different, they still would have found something wrong with it. Oh, well, congratulations, Melissa. It's a beautiful girl. Yeah, she really is. Got the gorgeous red hair. Good, Pam. How you doing? Doing an undercover duck investigation. Dark at 7:20. I like it like this, actually. Yeah, I know what you mean. I don't go to any either. Oh, Odessa, Texas. All right. I had a couple good photo albums from there. Yeah, she's a pretty girl. Yeah, she really is. Hey, Jojo. Where you been lately? Oh yeah, glad to have you. I knew right away when you distanced yourself from you-know-who, you were moderator material. Yeah, it's an undercover duck investigation, AFS. Yeah, I actually like it getting dark earlier. I realized about 5 years ago, I don't really like summer that much. I mean, it's all right, and I look forward to it, but I like this winter and spring way better. I think it's my least favorite season, if you can believe it. So, you know, these duck guys are still over here checking out now. They're smart. Yeah, the turkeys, I mean, I take a video whenever I can, but it just so happened the sun was low setting. I mean, in wintertime, right, it was like 6 o'clock, and that sun was hitting those turkeys perfect from where I was parked. So you really got to see the color stand out. I was kind of nervous through that thing. There's one jerk that just drove through there, and I think if I'd have saw somebody run over one, I'd have come unglued. That would not be good, so it all worked out good. Hey, Mama Hard Hat. You really like that gardening, huh? I have not. No, actually, I haven't. If it was, it's just, you know, we've had rain and cold, and then I did some other things. I want to take that kayak on the Saginaw River, but, you know, it just hasn't really worked out on the days. If I don't get out in it, I'll keep the little one and maybe go in that. But, The big one. I think I might sell the big one. I found that I like the little one better. Plus, I don't like dragging a trailer around. Oh, thank you. Well, you've been off the grid, huh? Congratulations. Yeah, chicken noodle soup. I mean, I do go to those places, but you would not believe the disdain that me taking photographs of what I eat create with these wackos out there. Yes, she does. Actually, the last two times, Daisy came over and wanted to get in the kayak. Yep, she did. Oh, the drama. Are you kidding me? You're telling me? That's all it is. I mean, these crazies won't be around that long. Once the throw wears off, you can't have a channel that's going to do anything long term by just bashing other people under the ruse of telling the truth. They'll die a slow death or they won't grow. Yeah, it's so nuts. I always wonder if, it's been the same percentage of wackos around. It probably has. No, you sure don't. You got that right. Yeah, I'm the same thing, Bricks. Yeah, I'm the same thing. I quit hunting. I was paid by a farmer to shoot woodchucks. They dig holes and they, undermine the foundation of the barns, and you don't want to step in and break your ankle, all those things. So I shot them from maybe like 13 years old up until about 16. And one day it was early spring, not early spring, but like May, June. And I caught 3 babies. I got $1 a piece from them. That was back then. I caught 3 babies sleeping on a log outside of a barn. I shot all 3 of them. I mean, that's what I was there to do, and I felt so bad about that. I never hunted again. And then years later, when I moved to Florida, I went fishing and caught dolphin the fish. And that did it for me on fishing. Yeah, he twisted around, yeah. Oh, really, Sue? Coloring online, huh? That's kind of cool. Waiting for this truck to leave over here. Oh, they do, Dwana? Yeah, somebody was mentioning on here about a month ago about the reintroduction of wild turkeys. I always kind of thought they were always just around. I didn't realize they were all gone and they brought them back. Yeah, did you get your GoPro yet, Me Candy? Did you get that yet? No, I have not, Jojo. Marguerite's doing fine. I talked to Maddie the other day and said she's doing great, believe it or not. Oh, yeah, probably, Dwana. All right, Robert, have a good night. Yeah. Well, they're definitely tough women for sure, especially like uh, Tassie and Becky. Yeah, right. That's it. Hey, pug. Yep. What the hell is this guy doing? We should get out of here. Oh, that's cool. Yeah, thank you. Yeah, Tassie's great. Yeah, it's getting crazy, isn't it? Meat is so expensive. I mean, it's just, I see these people in Walmart, and I don't know how they afford to, like, feed these kids and stuff. But you'll notice, like, a lot of those people, at least where I live, uh, it's Hamburger Helper and the 80/20 hamburger, and they're stretching it as good as they can, but even at that. Okay, Melissa, good talking to you. Yeah, Tassie's got a hell of a personality. Oh, big time. Yeah, huge. Oh, he's leaving now. He just turned on some other lights. Yeah, I think you're right about that. Yeah, Tassie's, she keeps trucking, I'll tell you that. When you got a job like that and you're paying rent, you have things come up, there's not much money left. And you're tired, you're working labor in a hamburger place. Yeah, they sure have. Here he goes. Yeah, that's the way, believe me, it has crossed my mind. You think like, people watch YouTube and all that kind of stuff, but you don't expect that many people to recognize you in a big city like that. So, out there is where they can walk and waiters and stuff. You can hunt on this side. So I'll see what's going on out here. Go peepees? Hey, Rand. It's a lot quieter, and they're further away. But like I said, I got it all from earlier today, so I wasn't dependent on this. Can you hear him? Oh, that was nice of AVS. There's some big, like maybe 90-foot popple trees. The Native Americans have a name for them. You can like hear them. They're loud because of the way the leaves are shaped, even with a light breeze. Right on, hey Pug. Well, that's how it is where I live. They got all these dairy farmers working for nothing. You're in your 50s, 60s, you're in too deep. And it almost seems like somebody realized that these people aren't going anywhere. You go bankrupt and get a job as a greeter at Walmart. That's actually happened in my town. Not that, being a greeter at Walmart is bad. I mean, you're going to work at least. But man, they've come a long way from owning their own 200-acre farm to greeting people at Walmart. Yeah, they're further away, Kara. Yeah, it's kind of weird the leaves changing this year. Different in different places. It's not, the weather's just like different. So it's some places, yeah, some places no. They sure have, Rita. I had kind of a small, mainly Lake Superior agates. Not into minerals as much as I think. I'm interested in how they got there. And, Michigan's a great state for the different kinds of rocks we have. But, I quit collecting everything. Uh, so I do like them. I do have an interest in them, but I'm trying not to, like, collect anything. Hey, Tequila. Yeah, geodes are cool. Yeah, that aren't dyed. Yeah, you're right. Yep. No, it never interested me. I do have a metal detector, which I use once this year. I never panned for gold. Gold didn't interest me. There's different kinds of detectors for different things, and where I live is not particularly good for gold. So I went with a kind of a jack of all trades metal detector. And no, if I lived out west, I'd probably have one. Whites makes a good, they're specific for what you're looking for. But no, gold panning, I knew a guy in Florida that did that a lot. They'd take a 2-week vacation and go out in some place and do it. Oh, really? Bricks and blocks. Oh, cool, Jojo. It's much quieter tonight. Daisy, ready to hit the road, hon? I got way better than this earlier. Man, it is dark out here tonight. No moon. I don't know what time Moonrise is tonight. My guess would be around 9:30, 10. Going to be a great night for a moon, I'll tell you that, even though it's not full. Yeah, it's fun. I do talk to Becky, yeah. No, I used to be like that, Mary. Yeah, just a crazy collector. But without this moon up, believe me, it is dark. Daisy, you ready to party, hon? So I will make my way back. I think I'm about 40 miles from home, something like that. But up here, there's no traffic. It can haul ass 80 miles an hour, so it's not a big deal. Come on, hon. Let's party on. Ready to go bye-bye? Good girl. Believe it or not, I ordered a couple seat covers for this. Good girl, hon. Go ahead, hon. Hop up there. Go on. It's really nice out here. So, this is one of those, people get mixed up when they're out in the water. I've done it before, but see right here? The entrance where I pulled in looks just like this, which is your ticket out into water. Right there. See you, Dwana. Have a good day tomorrow. See, look, I'll go the other way. But I could see how somebody could drive out there like that. Because if you look at this, looks the same. Same type gate and everything. I'll put together my duck video when I get home. I always say, oh, I'm tired, I'll do it tomorrow, and I never can wait that long. I truly am obsessed with video and photos. So even when I'm exhausted, I still do it. And everything else I would put off. Yeah, good night, Bricks and Blocks. J-Bo has, I haven't, it's a good, not in the last couple days. Hey, Godat. $83 to fill up my tank today. See you, Terry. I'm glad for these places, though, even though they're allowed to duck hunt, because you could not get back here any other way. It's just too marshy. You'd be walking in mud for a mile before you saw water. I think I will drive down here real quick though. Yeah, I think gas is going to keep going up. Hey Stephanie, how you doing? How you feeling? No, I was just kidding on that, sissy. No, I'm about 80 miles from Becky. I'm gonna be seeing her though. I have some stuff for her, and I'm gonna be seeing Sherry too. Tassie. This is where all these cars were parked, where I said the duck hunters were. Hey, West Reckon. Hey, could someone look up Moonrise in West Branch, Michigan? What time it comes up tonight? Moonrise. This is where you never know if you're going to see it or not. There's a light overcast, and you can't tell if it's too thick for the moon to shine through or not. If it's not, it'd be good. I'd wait around a little while. But if it's not till 9:30, I don't want to wait that long. Because it's pretty good darkness here. No, I just didn't go down there for a while always because it got too dangerous and things had slowed down. Hey, Cheryl. Yeah, where you been? Where you been lately? 8:57? Yeah, I don't want to wait that long. It's an hour and 15 minutes. I figured it was around. Actually, I thought it was a little later. And I don't want to get screwed out of it. But this is a good place to see a moonrise. Oh, 8:17? Now 8:17 I could probably handle. $8:52? No, I'm actually up north, Stephanie. I'm about 40 miles from home. I think I'll skip it because I want to upload my duck video. And it's a little cloudy and I might not see it, and then I'd really be pissed. Hey Dale, how you doing? Yeah, a lot of things look like that. They look spooky unless you're there. I know what you mean. I think that sometimes, but this is like a wildlife area, Good night, Brian. Oh, 3:50. All right. What are you getting up for work? Oh, excuse me. Good. I'll tell you, these marijuana places that they're springing up all over, they just don't seem to. A lot of them are closed. I mean, I don't know if it's permanently or what. Canada's getting caught. People from Canada bringing over marijuana through the States constantly. They're busting them all the time. Yeah, you're right about that. Hey, Pug, you're right. Anybody tried that YouTube TV out, by the way? Anybody have that? Night, Jojo. Well, thank you, Amy. Yeah, it's too long of a wait. It's like an hour. Plus, it's iffy on the clouds. Jennifer, how's work been going lately? Anybody has it. I tried that Roku a while back, and it was always sticking. Oh, do you like it? Yeah, I was just always sticking. I got ripped off by that damn Netflix. They charged me for 2 years and I didn't even know it. seems like people are really getting into Halloween more than I remember it. Oh, you're lucky, sissy. There's nothing better than a good lightning storm. Oh, good for you, Jennifer. Amanda, both of them are doing well. Coco, no. Nope, I still have her diary. I hope you have a nice day off, Jennifer. Yeah. Didn't you get Saturday and Sunday off, Cheryl? I don't know, Cassandra. Hey, how do you like doing that, Cheryl? Driving for DoorDash. And are you making any money? Last time I saw Becky was, God, a year ago, but I've talked to her maybe 2 weeks ago. And I text back and forth with her for once in a while. Oh, really, Susan? Can you get that commercial free thing after you get Google YouTube or YouTube TV? Oh, good for you, Cheryl. Yeah, that girl is nice. Yeah, I like that girl at that place. No. Becky's out working the streets. Excuse me. She's living with a guy, but not working the streets. Yeah, I'm not going on bobbles anymore. I was just trying to help her out. And it's kind of nice to get a different line of questioning. And No, 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 she didn't go to prison. What made you think that? Where did you hear it? Only on here. Only talk to Shannon on here. Yeah, it'd be more interesting, that's for sure. I don't get tired talking about it. I guess I'm not. I'm still talking to him. She wasn't. That's nonsense. Not true. Wasn't on any website either. Yeah, I mean, you got people out there that know these women. They'll help them out if they can. And then you got another group of people out there, and all they want to do is fuck with everybody that's trying to help and start trouble and wish their demise and criticize you for things that they really don't know much about. I just blow them off. And the fact of the matter is, there are people out there that don't want to change. I mean, the graveyard's filled with them. I mean, like I tell them, look, I'm going to help you out if you're on drugs or not. Becky's doing a lot better. She's not on the streets. And like I said a million times, I don't have that big of an issue with that. You have to have a source of income. Prostitution is a way to do it. And 99% of the people that criticize and ridicule have been giving it away their whole life and haven't got a penny. And it doesn't make it any more right. Yeah, that's it. Some people don't, man. I mean, I'm not, completely familiar with the mechanism on change. It's different for different people, right? But there obviously are plenty of people, whether it's cigarettes, heroin, or anything else that's addictive, that just can't get it together. YouTube Premium? Oh yeah, I'd give it a try. I don't get any reading done though if I have TV. So, look at this nice expressway. I-75, and I'll be able to haul ass, hardly any car. It's like this all the time. No traffic jams. And all these roads around here just got redone, so it ought to be good enough for my lifetime. Yeah, I think that too. Yeah, it could have been any of us. Yeah. See all the southbound traffic heading home? Yeah, well, they were redone the last 5 years. I'll tell you what I'm worried about now. It's like, in the old days, like, these are seasonal areas, right? So you made your money from when school got out until when they went back, like basically June to the end of August. Now, like, schools go back early and not enough help, and you don't, before you just kill it through the summer, and it's not really like that like it used to be. So going into the winter with a big question mark on next summer, it's got to keep these people up at night. Hey, Simple Life. How you feeling? Good. Are you getting good doctor's reports? Oh, no kidding, Simka. Yeah, you're right, Susan. Yep. Hey, Richard. Wow, Simka. Good job, Simka. She's doing better. Yeah, we get 400 a year in Ogama County. Yep. You need to let these deer know this is an Astro van. All right, good, Mama. You have a good night. Get a good night's sleep. And nighty night. Yeah, that's the way I look at it. The good news is when you get these channels out there, you pretty much get to see where people are coming from early on. And in a way, I should be thanking them because they can't make themselves seem smarter. When you're 40 plus years old, your days of faking etiquette are long gone. Unless you got a reference manual next to you, you got a crash course from French finishing school, you can't hide your ignorance. Or that, or you just have to be quiet, which they're not willing to do. Yeah, pretty much, Sharon. Yeah, if you think about it, looks, that's a pretty narrow time frame. You know? Yeah, race baiting, yeah, ignorant people. Well, it's just like, you know, they got mad at me because I said I didn't believe that much white trash could get together at one time. But I really meant it. Yeah, it's true, me, Candy, yeah. Yeah, if they didn't have say anything nice, they'd have to just remain silent. Yeah, that's what I'm for, tell the truth. But not at the expense of hurting somebody's feelings. I got my work cut out for me tomorrow. I got the only psychiatrist I ever got along with. He's got his license taken away. I'm going to give him a call tomorrow and try and... when you got a guy like me calling you, trying to up your spirits, you've hit rock bottom, especially if you're a psychiatrist. I'm going to get some party favors. I'm going to send him a gift. Oh, thank you, crime boss. Oh, shit. Yeah, it just bothered me a little bit because he helped me out, and I just want better for the guy. I mean, that's pretty damn... I don't want to say embarrassing. I don't know. I hope I can get to the bottom of it. Was a pretty accomplished guy. He had a problem with where I met him. Maybe he's hard to get along with. I don't know. All I can do is base it on my experience. And I know it sounds crazy. I don't know how I could help him out, but I would if I could. Yeah, it is, but it can be bullshit too. I mean, you know, if you'd have told me this 20 years ago when I bought into all this bullshit, but I've just seen people get railroaded. Not much. I think the system generally works, but and if I find out and that's true, well, then the system worked. I mean, I'm not gonna, you know, feel bad about it if it's legit. But if, you know, maybe it isn't legit. Maybe it was like some damn estranged wife or something. Got the ball rolling, ratting you out, setting you up. I don't know. I'm going to find out, though. I'm going to investigate this fully. I got ducks #1 on my investigative list, and finding out what really happened with his shrink, #2. It says a bunch of shit. I mean, it couldn't have been worse. There's like 40 people, you know, in different aspects of healthcare. His was like the worst. Negligent, impaired physically or mentally, unprofessional, some other bullshit. I'll tell you another thing too, man. Now, if you got somebody out there that's not right and shouldn't be doing that, I'm fine with it. But just make the damn license and don't be putting that bullshit up there. Either you got a license or you don't. And when you can get it back, if you jump through all the hoops and you satisfy the criteria, that's good too. But I'm not really cool with mentally impaired, physically impaired, unprofessional. I don't think that bullshit should be on there. If you want to revoke his license, I'm fine with it. But you don't need to be giving every damn detail on there. Summary. That's cool, Susan. Yeah, I just seen some mistakes they've made, and I want to be, I just want better for the guy. I could understand reasons leading up to a suspension or a revocation, but I don't think that shit should be printed all over on 4 lines for Joe Blow to read and draw an inference. You got a bad medical professional, they do something wrong, take their license, revoke it, suspend it. You go in there, look them up, yep, revoked, suspended. I'm fine with that, but I don't think that summaries of complex, detailed, possible bullshit is fair. Yeah. I'll bet you too, if you got the right lawyer, and let's say he's an alcoholic and I don't know about it, there's a shot you could go get well, because it's an illness, and it could be interpreted differently than an indiscretion or a violation. You go get well, and he gets back on his feet. I don't know, just the way the notes and the column compared to everybody else, is they did everything but put a clown nose on his picture. Yeah, Sharon, maybe it is. That's what I know I've seen him make mistakes before. I'll get a hold of him and tell him it's all in his head. Yeah, that's the way I look at it. And when you see those kind of things, it's like the state police did with me with that goddamn bullshit, witchcraft, smear campaign. All they did was cite Google bullshit from stalkers as their source information. They didn't say one damn thing good about me. And that's what I worry that they've done with him. Yeah, Sharon, I think you're right. Yeah, see, I'm glad you know this. I've run this by a couple other people. They think I'm crazy. I may be that too, but I'm going to check into this. I mean, here this guy, I think he's about 65, goes his whole damn life, and you tune in and that's all you see on a record. What about the 44 years of helping people? Not a damn word. Yeah, I'm self-reflecting. I'll say, hey, Doc, I still got half a bottle of that trazodone you wrote me. Would you like them? Yeah, it definitely was, Jennifer. Said I was investigated for mail fraud. That's a goddamn lie. And then they said that I like to interview. What? Oh, and there's a petition to take my name off, to take my channel down. Yeah, by a stalker in Las Vegas. No, I don't think it is. Yeah, it should be confidential. Yeah, you Google. It's that damn tramp in Las Vegas that shits on a plate for 99 cents a minute on a porn channel while she's high on meth. That's who started that stupid bullshit. And that's her on 90% of the fake names. Start a petition to get me taken off YouTube, you fucking kook. That's another YouTube kook. That crazy Laura Yeah, her whole life's a disaster. She actually got kids taken away and never got them back. Doesn't get much worse than that. Oh yeah, I believe it. I believe it, me Candy. You sure it's not Ollie from Prince Edward Island? Oh, thank you. Hey, my enemy. No, you can't get it taken down. It's this private company. Some fucking scumbag runs it. All it is another form of harassment. Google it. You'll see it on there. Chosen one, petition to take down my channel. Bunch of bullshit. Oh yeah, it could be. Oh, were they fucking with you too? Yeah, what a bunch of bullshit. Yeah, guard your privacy. Look at this, no cars. There's also no jobs up here. Just about ready to get off at my exit. Yeah, they will meet Candy. You know, I know you know what you're talking about. That's right, hey Pug. One more day of doing absolutely nothing. What a good feeling. Yeah, you're right, my enemy. That's true. I'm gonna get a hold of this psychiatrist tomorrow. Yes, so I am gonna do nothing. I'm gonna get together my duck videos, my undercover duck investigation. Find out what's going on out there. I don't know. You got me. I don't know why. I don't know why they do. I know why some of them did, but most of them I don't. They're going to be having a funeral for this strip mall any day. Yeah, I ignore them. I do. Yeah, not much money though. You gotta have like crazy damn numbers to make any money. It's chump change. I mean, these clowns that talk shit about me, they don't have enough to buy a goddamn jar of peanut butter. And their channels top out very early. They're so stupid. The more ignorant and dumb they get, they think and put that shit out there and upload it, they think it's gonna like build a channel. That's how dumb they are. None of them have been successful in one facet of their life ever at anything. That's what I say. Good night, Susan. I'm almost home anyway. I learned if you go a little bit to the left, it doesn't feel like the front end of my van is coming off. Everything's going to be all right. No, totally bizarre. You can 75% of them, if you want to shut them up, ask them where they work. Silence. And then the second follow-up question should be, where do you get your income? Silence. This is what you're dealing with. And they all, when you try and get around any remnants of success they've had, they start talking about high school and 20 years ago. Nothing in the last decade. Weirdos. Good night, Stacy. Yeah, no cars. Yep. That too. Closed Sundays. Might as well. Our only 24-hour gas station. Look at this guy driving no lights. That's right, Rosie. Hey, Omicron. Thank you. Even this Walgreens closes at 9 now. Nah, not really. I mean, they've kind of... I mean, I've always avoided if I, turn the lights off, get lost. It seems to me like, with COVID and all this bullshit, Even before COVID, no, not really. Like I'd give the neighbors' kids special something just to, you know, and then I'd just like have all the lights off or something. But then COVID, but even before that, it seemed like things were trending to parties, you know, the city would have, or you go down to the park and, you know, a pumpkin dances to music or something. It's not like the old days. And, you know, I'm kind of off the beaten path a little bit. It's not like going down, you know, a subdivision and winding through it for 3 hours. There's 8 condos in my unit. So I think for all those reasons, it's just no big deal. The guy just had a headlight burnout. Hope he's not drinking. Yeah, Daisy, she gets excited to get home. Daisy loves getting home. You happy, honey? You happy? Oh yeah, I can hear her licking her lips. You happy, hon? Wow, huh? Wow. Yeah, do they trick or treat up there in Alaska? That's a good question. Yeah, a lot of weirdos, yeah. I think if I was a parent, I may go like in a neighborhood where everybody knows everybody, but yeah, it's weirdos out there now. I can remember when I was a kid, they would always catch somebody like heating up pennies or putting rat poison on them or some shit. You know, like not much, like maybe one person, but it happened. Weirdos. Yeah, thank you, Rita. I think I'm going to sign off for you guys. I hope you guys have a good day tomorrow. I'm going to get my duck undercover investigation together. Really, it's a bunch of video and stuff like that, but it's not. I wouldn't wait up for it. Let's put it that way. So have a good night. Thanks for riding along with me. Appreciate it. I'll be on tomorrow partying. Yeah, I got our big turkey dinner today. See you, Hangover. See you, my enemy. See you, Simca. See you, Nell. Meet Candy, Jennifer, Sharon. What's that, Daisy? You want to go inside? You do want to go inside. Good night, Melanie. What do you want? What do you want? You want to go inside, huh? That was fun, thank you. See you, Frisky. Yeah, happy birthday, Pug. All right, take it easy, guys. Have a good night tonight. You do want to go to Betty. All right, Tom. Yeah, see ya. See you, Sue. Bye, Cheryl. See you, Kaya. All right, I'll take you to Betty.